Our favorite team. The last minute penalty shot to win the tournament. The high energy training montages. Many people love to glorify victory on the playing field, cheer for favorite team and play sports. But here's the question. Should we be so obsessed with sports? Is playing sports actually as good for the negativity or just for an entertainment pastime? What does science have to say? First of all, it's evidence that exercise is good for body and mind, and that's an effect too. Exercising, especially when young, has also health benefits like strengthening our bone, clearing our bad cholesterol from ovaries, and decreasing the risk of stroke, high blood pressure, and diabetes. Our brain also releases a number of chemicals when we are occurring, including endorphins. These natural hormones which control pain and pressure in the essential nervous system. Do feeling euphoria, what's often called a runner's high, increased endorphin, consistent physical activity in general, can sharpen your focus and improve your mood and memory. So that means it gets just much benefit going to the team 5 days a week of the join and team are competing. Well, here where it gets interesting. Because it's turned out that you can find spots on team you like. Studies show there are also self-help that go beyond the physical and mental benefit of exercise alone. Some of the most significant are psychological benefits, both in the short and long term. Some of them come from the communal experience of being on a team. For instance, learning to trust and depend on others, to accept help, to give help, and to work together to the common goal. In addition, committing to a team and doing something fun can also make it easier to establish a regular habit of exercise. School sports participation has also been shown to reduce the risk of suffering from depression for up to 4 years. Meanwhile, your self-esteem and confidence can get a big boost. There are few reasons for that. One is under training. Just by working out skills, especially with a good coach, you reinforce a growth mindset within yourself. That's when you say, even I can do something today, I can improve myself with practice and achieve it eventually. That mindset is used for all walks of life. And then there's an issue failure. One of the most transformative long-term benefits of playing sports. The experience of coming to terms with defeat can build the resilience and self-awareness necessary. Academic, social, and physical hurdles. So even if team and evening all the time, all at all, there's a real benefit to your experience. Now, not everyone will join every sport. Perhaps one team is not competitive, not competitive enough, and can also take time to strengths. That's completely okay. But if you spend time looking, you'll be able to find the sports and team individual needs. But if you do, there are so many benefits. You'll be a part of a supportive community. You'll be upgrading your confidence. You'll be exercising body. You'll be nurturing your mind. Not mention having fun. The, bi- the victory of the favorite team. The last minute penalty shot to win the tournament. The high energy training montages. Many people love to glorify victory on a playing field, cheer for favorite team and play sports. But here's the question. Should we be so obsessed with sports? Is playing sports actually as good for as America to be, or just for an entertainment pastime? What does science have to say? First of all, it's well accepted that exercise is good for body and mind, and that's definitely true. Exercising, especially when young, has all sorts of health benefits, like strengthening our bone, clearing our bad cholesterol from our arteries, and decreasing the risk of stroke, high blood pressure, and diabetes. Our brain also releases a number of chemicals when we occur, including endorphin. These natural hormones, pain and pressure responses in the nervous system, can lead to feeling euphoria, or what's often called a runner's high. Increasing endorphin, consistent physical activity in general, can sharpen your focus and improve your mood and memory. So that means it just must benefit going to the team 5 days a week join and team are competing. Well, here we are get interesting. Because it turned out that if you can find sports and team you like, studies show that the all sort of benefit go beyond the physical and mental benefit you exercise alone. Some of the most significant are psychological benefits, both short and long term. Some of them come from communal experience of being on a team. For instance, learning to trust and depend on others, to accept help, to give help, and to work together towards a common goal. In addition, commitment to a team and doing something fun can also make it easier to establish a regular habit of exercise. School sports participation has also been shown to reduce the risk of suffering from depression for up to 4 years. Meanwhile, your self-esteem and confidence can get a big boost. There are a few reasons for that. One is finding in training, just for working and working out skills, especially with a good coach. You reinforce a growth mindset within yourself. That's when you say, even if I can find something today, I can prove myself through this and achieve it eventually. That mindset is used for all walks of life. And there's running for failure, one of the most transformative long-term benefits of playing sports. The experience of coming to term defeat can build the resilience and self-awareness necessary to manage social and physical as with the team and winning all the time. Overall, there's a real benefit to your experience. Now, not everyone will enjoy every sport. Perhaps one team is too competitive or not competitive enough. I can also take time to find a sport that appeals to your strengths. That's completely okay. But if you spend time looking, you'll be able to find a sport that fits individual needs. But if you do, there are so many benefits. You'll be part of a supportive community. You'll be nurturing your confidence. You'll be exercising your body. You'll be nurturing your mind. Not to mention having fun. Dog of the favorite team. The last minute penalty shot to win the tournament. The high energy training montages. Many people love glorify victory on the playing field, cheer for favorite team, and play sports. But here's the question: should we be so obsessed with sports? Is playing sports actually as good as are made out to be, or just fun and entertainment pastime? What does science have to say? First of all, it's well accepted that exercise are good for body and mind, and that's not me true. Exercising, especially being young, has all sorts of health benefits, like slowing our bone, clearing our cholesterol from arteries, decreasing the risk of stroke, high blood pressure, and diabetes. Our brain also releases a number of chemicals when we work out, including endorphins. These natural hormones, which control pain and pressure response in the central nervous system, can lead to feeling euphoria, or what's often called a runner's high. Increased endorphin and consistent physical activity in general can sharpen your focus and improve your mood and memory. So does we get just much benefit going to the team fight with a you join and team are competing? Well, here where it gets interesting. Because it turned out that you can find sports and team you like. Studies show there are all sorts of health benefits go beyond the physical and mental benefit of exercise alone. Some of the most significant are psychological benefits, both in short and long term. Some of them come from the communal experience of being on team. For instance, learning to trust and depend on others, to accept help, to give help, and to work together towards a common goal. In addition, commitment to a team and doing something fun can also make it easier to establish a regular habit of exercise. School sports participation has also been shown to reduce the risk of suffering from depression for up to 4 years. Meanwhile, your self-esteem and confidence can get a big boost. The few reasons for that. One is found in training, just for working and working at skills, especially with a good coach. You reinforce a growth mindset within yourself. That's when you say, even if I can't do something today, I can prove myself with practice and achieve it eventually. That mindset is used for all walks of life. And there is nothing to failure. One of the most transformative long-term benefits of playing sports. The experience of coming to term defeat can build the resilience and self-awareness necessary to manage academic, social, and physical hurdles. So even with the team busy all the time, overall, there's a little benefit to your experience. Now, not everyone will enjoy every sport, but one team is too competitive or not competitive enough. I can also take time to find a sport that plays to your strengths. That's completely okay. But if you spend time looking, You'll be able to find the sports that fit your individual needs. If you do, there are also many benefits. You'll be a part of a supportive community. Begin being confident. You'll be exercising your body, you'll be nurturing your mind. Not to mention having fun.